Rachael Ray Double R doing some double M's. Woo! Food that you can make so quick it will free you up for more free time in your life. Look at that crispy skin. Delish. Ooh, that smells amazing. Boom! Nailed it! Hey everybody, RR here, and some meals in minutes for you. This one, I'm gonna talk really fast because I'm already amped up to share it with you. I think this may be the clocked fastest ever Arroz con Pollo. Okay, so chicken and rice. So, boneless, skinless chicken thighs. We prefer dark meat in this house because that's all my husband eats. But if I were making this for my mom and my sister, I would buy a couple of chicken breasts and have them across, boneless, skinless, and mix them in with the dark meat. First, we're going to make a little adobo for the chicken. We're gonna put some garlic in a baggie with a little wine vinegar, about a tablespoon, a splash, for every 2 to 2.5 pounds of meat. And then we're gonna add double that of olive oil. Come on, get out of there. 1, 2, about 2 tablespoons. And we're going to add a fat pinch, about a teaspoon or so, of oregano. We're gonna season the chicken with salt and pepper. Over the shoulder for luck. Boom. And then into the baggie she goes. Just to give it a good toss and get it coated evenly and quickly. Because we are trying to clock this. Okay. I'm gonna hang that off that. See? Then I can just manhandle. Delightful. Boom. Into a hot cast iron or any large pan you have with a tight fitting lid, with a little bit of olive oil in the pan as well to get it going, just while it's heating up. Spread it out and brown it. I can feel John's eyes burning through my forehead. Turn on the fan, the hood. It's not a fan, it's a hood. So I'll turn that on. But I could literally feel him staring at me and saying, turn it on. Okay, so that's browning. We have it over pretty high heat, I have to say. Meanwhile, we're going to make our sofrito. We're gonna take some of these little baby peppers that are always on sale, because I don't think enough people buy them at my grocery store at least, or a bell pepper. I don't care, any color. I'm using these little baby sweet ones because they were literally on sale. So if you're using baby sweet peppers, 3 or 4, if you're using one giant one, you're good to go. Just coarsely chop it. And take a quick break and we'll be right back. Flip the bird. All right, good place to take a break or grab a glass of wine because you can't hear me over the chicken browning. I love this trick. You take a giant pan and fill it with grape or cherry tomatoes of any color and variety. You spray it with non-aerosol oil. You season them with salt and pepper. And the amount of stuff you can do with this pan of crazy charred, bitter-sweet deliciousness and texture is a lot, okay? So that's why we're gonna come back to this, all right? Salt, pepper, over the shoulder for luck. Oh, why did she line the tray with foil? Well, foil can go in the bin, it's appropriate. but it also keeps me from having to wash this very large pan.
Thanks, Google. Thank you.
We're gonna take some of these little baby peppers that are always on sale because I don't think enough people buy them at my grocery store at least. Or a bell pepper, I don't care, any color. I'm using these little baby sweet ones because they were literally on sale. So if you're using baby sweet peppers, 3 or 4, if you're using one giant one, you're good to go, just coarsely chop it. Seeds are flying everywhere, it's mayhem. Oh my God, I said 3 or 4 and I gave myself 5 or 6. Really? Scraping out the seeds, popping out the stem. Don't really care if there's like 2 seeds in there. We're clocking this. Okay. Good. In she goes. An onion. Always leave the toupee on the onion. A little hairy top. Then we cut across. And then we do 1 knock. And that's how we make sliced onion. Now for chopped onion, chef school and proper chefs will tell you to cut into the onion this way and then do this to make a chopped onion. I say that's superfluous. I don't get it. An onion comes with layers. So literally, if I wanted chopped onion, I would simply chop across the onion this way. Here, I want sliced, so that's all I'm gonna do. Crushed garlic. 1 lonely little half pepper sitting there. Not anymore. Okay. Big bunch of parsley and cilantro in combination. Boom. Boom. And then pulse chop this until it's literally almost a puree. Good. Pop that off. Take your blade out. Then we can get rid of this guy, and we can put all of this guy in here. Flip the bird. All right, good place to take a break or grab a glass of wine because you can't hear me over the chicken browning. That piece ain't ready yet. Okay, so now the chicken is gonna come out and we're gonna toast rice, make a little spice blend, add the spice blend to the rice, then add the sofrito. Then we're going to add 2 cups of chicken stock, which I'll pull forward now for you. And we'll move the spices up here for you. Toast rice and butter happening next. Sofrito, spices, liquid. Chicken will go back in at that point, and bay leaf, okay? Then, we're done with this. Then, after that cooks for a while, we're gonna uncover it to make the crust and add tomato sauce, capers, peas, and olives. One stray piece. I don't like the color on that one. Get him a little darker. All right, all we need is that chicken to be pretty much done.
I'm going to make something I call, very ingeniously, the pink grapefruit, because it has pink grapefruit. That's as
creative
creative as I get.
The way you should begin any meal, whether you're gonna spend all afternoon enjoying yourself in the kitchen and cooking ahead for a week, or making a beautiful big meal for family and friends, you get your mise en place, you get all things in place. You gather up what you need. So now I'm gonna spread them out just so I can see where the salt's going. I'm gonna grab a little salt and a little white pepper. Guess what else I did when I poured a little AP all-purpose flour into this dish? I put a little salt and pepper in it. Why? Every time you cook, every layer that you use needs to be seasoned along the way. Not over-seasoned, but seasoned. Everything you touch should have flavor as you go. And that flavor can come from aromatics or herbs, or can come from something as simple as salt and pepper. But we layer flavor every time we cook. All right, guys, chicken out. All right. And I know it doesn't need it, but it's gonna taste good. A little bit of butter we're gonna add to the drippings. And we're gonna stir that around a little bit. It makes the rice so good. Cray, cray. Just whatever. Look away if you can't handle adding butter to drippings. I'm telling you, it makes a big diff. All right, now we gotta spice him up while he's toasting. We're gonna mix together paprika or smoked paprika, or you can use a little bit of both, like I'm gonna do. You want a total of about a tablespoon here, okay? And annatto, ground annatto, which will stain the dish its classic color. We're gonna sprinkle that all over the rice. Oh, boom! It's like a sunrise or a sunset in the pan. Crazy. Look at that. The color, the fragrance, and it's gonna get even more real with the sofrito. Oh yeah. Come on. Then we're gonna take about 2 cups of chicken stock. I'm so happy since they took my head off my own chicken stock, because it used to be really trippy and weird for me to hold up little me on a paper box. So now I'm really psyched because it's just a bowl of chicken, chicken broth. Big old bay leaf, chicken stock. Slide the chicken back with all of its dripping, of course. Cover, reduce to simmer, cook until it's almost done, about 12 minutes or so. Then we're gonna add this whole world. Oh yeah, we're nowhere near done with this dish. I mean, timing-wise we are, because it's the fastest Arroz con Pollo ever. But flavor-wise, we got a lot more to load into that pan. Yeah, I wonder if it's because the rice is cold.
So this is not Arroz con Pollo, it's Arroz con Loco.
Tasty though. Rice ain't cooked yet, but it's tasty. Come on. Up next is John, and then we'll finish some of this cocktail.
I'm going to make something I call, very ingeniously, the pink grapefruit, because it has pink grapefruit. That's as,
Very creative,
creative as I get. Anyway, it's a nice kind of light drink to go along with the light food we're making. So we're doing some vodka. And then we're gonna do one of my favorite ingredients, Saint Germain. I'm doing like 2 ounces of vodka per drink. 1 ounce of Saint Germain elderflower liqueur. It's floral, but not too floral. It's sweet, but not too sweet. I love it. And then we have some, I do fresh squeezed juices all the time. So this is pink grapefruit juice. So we're gonna shake that with some ice. And as usual, I'm going to spill ice all over the counter because
That's kind of good luck for you, right?
Small. So then I've got some, these are, we call them Collins glasses. They're tall glasses, basically, filled with ice. So I'm going to pour
I wonder
that.
if Tom Collins was a tall person.
You know the whole story about how the Tom Collins was invented?
No, honey. Please share with everyone.
It was like some stupid joke where you'd go into a bar and the bartender would say, "Hey, Tom Collins is looking for you." And then whoever was being told that would be like, what does he want with me? I'm gonna find that guy. There was never really a Tom Collins. So
The
people would go
fictitious
into
character.
bars, look like, "Where's Tom Collins?" So the bartender eventually said, "Here he is," made a drink. And that's how the Collins glass came along. So this is rosé champagne, or pink champagne, which I guess you could use regular champagne to top this drink, but being that we're doing pink grapefruit, I thought that a nice pink-colored champagne would be a nice topper
Give a
for
little
that.
blush.
And this is like a great lunch drink or
Brunch,
like
lunch, or dinner.
Or yeah, for
Right,
dinner
cocktail before dinner, why not?
too. And then I just took a regular vegetable peeler and peeled some skin off, like nice big hunk of skin off a grapefruit because it kind of looks pretty in the big tall glass.
And it adds the essential oil and flavor.
And there you have the aptly named pink grapefruit.
How easy is it to serve a one-pot chicken dinner? It's extra easy if you serve it from the pot. Here we go. Arroz con pollo. You see, some of these pieces are larger and some of them are smaller, but we want everything to be the same shape and size when it goes in the pan. Like shapes and sizes have like cooking times. So I cut off the tenderloins. This one is quite large, so I'm gonna cut it into thirds. You can also choose to cut it across if you like that, okay? And separate the chicken in that way. So now we have all relatively same shape, same size, right? This knife has touched chicken. This hand has touched chicken. So guess where that knife's gonna stay? On the rubber board, okay? Okay, guys, so the rice is almost done. We're going to add in our last layers of salty flavor. Salty and sweet, really. We're gonna add in some big chunks of beautiful, large Spanish olives with pimento. We're going to add in 1 cup of sweet tomato sauce that will build a nice crust on the bottom of our pan. From the sugar content, obviously. We're gonna add in some salty capers. And some sweet, sugary, defrosted, just frozen peas. Or you could use fresh, of course. They didn't have any fresh this week at my market, so I went with frozen, which I always have literally on hand. In the freezer, of course. I'm just gonna pick up a little bit of the fond, and then I'm gonna let it resettle, because you do want a nice crispy finish to the dish. But I do also want to pick up a little of the flavor from the chicken cooking up to begin with. So now we're gonna let this simmer uncovered just for a couple minutes. Build a little bit of crust, serve it up, you're done.
It's not dissimilar to paella. Think about it.
No, arroz con pollo is very similar. Okay. How easy is it to serve a one-pot chicken dinner? It's extra easy if you serve it from the pot. Guess who's not putting this in a serving dish? Me. I just added a big squirt of citrusy lime for a little bright finish to the dish. Here we go. Arroz con pollo on the table. Clocked.